I'll get your door.
I'm in already.
There. How was Mass?
Father Pete wants me to bring your dad to seniors now.
Now, you're still okay about this afternoon, right?
She's not too young, is she?
No, you want a caregiver who's young.
I don't want a caregiver. You want a caregiver.
Just promise me, okay? If she shows up at the door, you'll let her in.
Pardon me for a living. I must have just fallen out of the hearse.
Ma, I'm only thinking of you here, okay? Hi, Mr. Vinci. Just hold 1 second, okay? Come on, Ma. I mean, you're stuck in the house all day long looking after a pup. It's not fair. I'm just thinking of you. Yeah, what? What? Oh, my God. Where? Any sign of the owners yet?
No, fire department's running the address.
How about the press? What do they know?
Just what they're getting from the neighbors.
They want them kept as far away as possible, please. Who called you guys?
First uniforms on the scene, they found a basement door that had been jimmied open. Larry's taking a look at it, could be arson.
There were 3 other fires in the neighborhood a few months ago. Nothing since then. We never got the guy. A couple of suspects we were aware of.
Yeah, Henry and I went through with Chick and the boys in the bunny suits. We're looking at trimmed egg on the owners at least.
Can you take me through?
I'm gonna do that.
Hey, that's okay with me. It's not an easy take.
About 3 a.m., cocktail waitress who lives across the street gets home from work. She smells smoke, looks over here, sees it leaking out onto the roof, the doors, calls 911. Her husband tries to get in the front door, which is locked. Number 2 pumper and truck arrive. Number 6 crashes right behind. The fire was contained to a single room in the hallway and stairs on the main floor.
So please tell me they're survivors.
Husband found 2 women survivors in the backyard. They're at the hospital.
How many dead?
First team firefighters counted 10 bodies.
Jesus wept.
Yeah, but 1 staff member, 9 residents. But that doesn't jive with this. There's names and room assignments, 14.
14.
Not including the staff.
So 14 and 15. There's still 3 unaccounted for here.
Right. If they're in there, we didn't find them.
Oh, my God.
Makes you think, huh?
Yeah, about our pension fund. What's with your steel bar?
Yeah, go figure. You locking people out or in? I don't get this.
To break into you or what?
Absolutely. Take a look at this right here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been pried open by something, most likely a screwdriver.
100%.
Yeah. Fire investigator said we take a walk through when you got here.
Okay.
Said I should go with you this time.
All right, I'll just finish my survey and then I'll get dirty.
Oh, Jesus. You almost made it out the door.
It wouldn't have mattered. No suicide bar. Firefighters had to chop their way in. Windows are all nailed shut, too.
Well, that's criminal cause and death right there.
Who's ever responsible for this deserves a piece of that hell that's waiting for them.
There's 4 bedrooms upstairs, 2 down here. All double occupancy. There's call bells by their beds, no way of knowing if they're working yet. Office is this way.
Any special memories that I missed you kids want in your yearbooks, let me know.
Yeah, stick close, Chick. Oh. Look at this. It's like she just fell asleep when she was studying.
How come she couldn't smell the smoke?
Well, the carbon monoxide mixes with your hemoglobin and starves the cells of oxygen. So it's like you're suffocated internally, you just can't wake up. How come she's the only staff member for 14? Do you realize that?
Yeah, looks that way. Come here, take a bullet case.
But for 14 people.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau, du contrat social. This ain't exactly the contract he had in mind.
Man is free, but everywhere in chains. That's Bruce, all right? Woman, I think. It's a locket. See if that gives me some light. Sorry about this, sweetheart. Shit, it's like melted.
Yeah.
Yeah. No inscription. You can't get it. Oh. Could be a picture of her when she was young. Who that is. She was pretty.
You notice how the burned area fans out from the chair?
Yeah.
Now, it could be she was smoking and fell asleep. Or, see the electric heater? Maybe it was too close to the chair. Then there's this.
Oh, I see what you mean. So somebody came in here, squirted the old woman, and chucked the lighter, which is here, and left.
Well, if it is arson, it's an amateur. Lighter fluid's iffy accelerant. The ignition's unreliable. The chair looks like some kind of synthetic. Maybe that fake leather is pure poison when it starts to smolder.
Bad news. So we're looking at 10, 20 minutes?
Oh, it's hard to say. It doesn't take long for the heat and gases to build up along the ceiling and leak into the rest of the house. When somebody opens the door, smashes a window, the room gets a draft of air, the whole place flashes fire.
So she might have gone quick.
Wow. Stumbling around in the dark. Scared, looking for a way out.
So much for the social safety net.
Mac,
Yeah.
burnt body in the fire room. And there's 2 more males in the little room off to the side in the back. Reynolds. Edna.
This Reynolds?
Diabetes.
You know, there was no ID bracelet on the guy by the door.
This way.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
There's 4 more in here. 2 of them look like a married couple.
Dominic. Better come here a minute. Mother of God. They're tied to the beds. They're tied to the goddamn beds.
You okay, Mick? Yeah, the neighbor said some kid got popped for breaking in here about a month ago.
That's good.
Yeah? What?
Okay.
Jesus.
Whiteside.
Elderly Care International. That's the corporation. I called twice, but voicemail. Address out in Burnaby, you want it?
All I saw was my mother in there.
Me and my father. Commitment is to care. Private suites.
Hey, I know you. Danny Leary, right?
Right. Angela, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just got the day off. Had some errands to run, do some banking. You?
I'm going up to look at a location for a nightclub. You got some time? You come. I'd love your opinion. I'm still new to Vancouver. So.
Yeah, sure. I got a couple hours.
All right.
What kind of club were you thinking of?
Live music, place to hang out. You know, good food, good times. I'm a chef. That's my thing.
Really? So what kind of food do you specialize in?
I just talked to Leary.
Yeah?
The owners cleaned out their office early this morning. Building manager confirms he heard him in there talking.
Damn it. While they were here, they got tipped to their sidekick. How come did you get here?
Oh, 5. Nobody here but firefighters. Whiteside. Leary was right behind me.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock now, so where's the day staff? One of these patients falls out of bed. Forget the fire for a minute.
Hey, Leo, you wanted me?
Yeah, this place is a rat trap. Yeah, you're the B&E expert. I want your thoughts on that basement door that was jimmied.
A fan, thanks.
If this turns out to be arson, that door is the logical point of entry.
My money's on the kid who broke in before. He comes back, gets a little revenge for getting busted.
Now, Juvie hasn't called me with a name yet.
Well, let me try. I know somebody.
Yeah, who don't you know? Oh, that emergency number on the door? It's another old age home, registered to the same business.
No surprise.
Larry's over there checking it out. Maybe he can get a line on the owners.
Oh, I called the lawyer on the bulletin board, that Saltwin. She's in court this morning.
She better clear her calendar.
Intermediate care facility level 2. Owner's been cited 4 times already this year. Health Fire City.
4 times?
Uh-huh.
That's unbelievable. Why wasn't it shut down?
Look, I'm a fire investigator. To me, everything's a fire waiting to happen.
You know, some of these old places aren't too bad if you got some money. Of course, if you got any money going in, they're gonna get it out of you.
The only thing weird I can see about this break-in is broken glass on the outside of the door.
Yeah. That bothers me, too. What about this? Guy is inside. He breaks the window, he reaches through, and he lifts up the bar.
Breaks in, then what? Has to break out again?
What about fingerprints?
A few sets, but I got something better. There's blood on there.
You looking for a staff member? Because I got one here.
Good. Yeah, will you get Da Vinci for me?
Okay.
What's your name, son?
Paul. Erkin. I warned them. I warned them this was gonna happen.
You warned who about what?
The residents take the batteries out of their smoke detectors and use them in their Walkmans. The owner didn't want to buy anymore.
You got all these windows boarded up and you're worried about the batteries? What do you do here?
Well, I work here. I'm a qualified caregiver.
Now, what qualifies you?
I went to school.
To school. This is Paul Erkin. He works here. This is Dominic Da Vinci. He's from the coroner's office.
How many are died?
Maybe you can help me out there. I got a list I copied out here. It's got 14 names on it.
No, that list is old. There's 2 who went to the hospital last month. They died.
What about the owner? Does the owner ever show up around here?
No, never. There's a lawyer who comes and a bookkeeper.
Now, there was one staff member who died. It was a young woman. You obviously know her.
Janet.
Yeah.
She works nights, but she offered to take my shift because I had to go to the dentist this morning.
Hold it. Now, are you telling me that you are the only day staff here?
There's a cook, Marianne.
There's a cook.
She should be here. She's... I need some water.
Yeah, in a minute you could drown yourself. Well, I want to know what you do here. You tie them to the bedposts? Do you discipline them when they get a little troublesome? Is that what you do here?
Do I need a lawyer?
Those 2 sweet little old ladies, little thin wrists like birds. Your daddy must be real proud of you.
It was policy. I got in trouble if I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
It's policy, huh? Well, I think you can pretty much understand our frustration, can't you? I mean, this place is pretty much a nightmare, and for whatever reason, you chose just to close your eyes to it. We'll get to your part in this later, but right now, you're going to help us identify some of these people you're giving care to. Come on. Come on.
Toxicology is going to take a while. Most of them will be on med cocktails.
We'll need a list of their doctors and medical records.
Almost all of them are women.
Well, it's comforting to know how we'll be spending our golden years.
I just heard. What was the name of the place?
Golden Cedars. Did you know someone there?
No, my granny's in a home. I had a panic attack.
Helen, can you find that list? Are you all right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that list of agencies we sent recommendations out to regarding community care facilities?
Yeah, I already pulled them.
Good. I want to talk to them all today. And it's ass-covering time, so don't let any of them put you off.
I won't.
What do we got?
Preliminary IDs, except on the burn victim and the man. All the women were wearing ID bracelets.
Next of kin?
Only 4 had close relations. The rest were orphaned, I guess you could say. No kids, or they outlived them.
2 of them were tied to the bed. And I mean tied. No restraint jackets.
Restraint takes a doctor's order. If any of the others appear to have been restrained, I want to know about it immediately.
Tox will screen for any drugs that may have been used for sedation.
All right. Also flag any bruising, bed sores, old dislocations or fractures. We want to compare those against any hospital x-rays we might get.
If there's a pattern of abuse, we'll find it.
Abuse.
I am on hold. No, I don't need a union rep. I want to talk to somebody about our pension fund. Yes. Okay. Will you have them call me back?
This is from the lovely and charming Mountain Crest Retirement Village. Let me tell you, it's almost as bad as Golden Cedars. I get there and wham, the smell hits me in the face. I'm gonna choke, right? I'm going, what is that smell? I recognize it.
Old age and poverty.
Boiled cabbage. It's like an early warning system. You smell that, run for your life.
Cabbage.
Cabbage. Anyway, it's managed by this woman. She said the owners called her up and asked her to have this box ready to be picked up by a courier. Ran a trace on the names, Violet and Hector Caymore. It's addressed to their lawyer's office.
Let me guess, Linda Salwin.
Big surprise, huh? I told him I was seizing this for the coroner's office. I wasn't gonna let him slide out the door with this. Screw him. Got anything on the other staff members?
Just the cook, Mary Ann. She's not answering her phone. Shannon. Oh, yeah, chick. Yeah, give it to me. Yeah, Tommy. Hang on, I can't write that fast. Yeah. Okay, thanks, chick. You that kid who broke in there the first time? His name is Tommy George Whalen. He's 14, 2 counts of B&E. This is good. 1 count of arson. He burned up a car.
Oh, shit.
Now, the men for some reason are not wearing ID bracelets.
There was a protest against not being able to watch a hockey game.
A hockey game you took from them. That is cruel and unusual punishment, if you ask me. I mean, what the hell else these people have to look forward to done a hockey game?
Well, the TV was being fixed.
The TV? Like in one TV for everybody? Did you happen to know that in prison, there's a TV in every cell? We'll be finding out soon.
I know how that looks. It was for their own protection. They got so confused at night they could fall or worse. It was policy.
It was policy. I forgot. So that's okay then?
Everybody uses some sort of restraint or locked ward.
Was it also policy not to use restraining jacket?
I would if they could pay for it, but none of them could. It was one of the items they had to pay extra for.
What about the medicine? Was it all scripts, or were you from time to time maybe giving out of your pocket a little something to make life easier for yourself?
Never. God, what are you saying? You don't understand. Some of these people, they were difficult. They would hide their meds and other things. I've been punched, bitten, verbally abused, but I never hurt anybody back. I swear.
God.
We found her in Mr. Stlanovich's room.
Mrs. Siegel, Mr. Stlanovic let her smoke in his room.
What was her name?
Mrs. Siegel, Mr. Stlanovic let her smoke in his room.
Who's missing? Here's the list. Who's missing? Come on, you work there. Who's missing?
Mr. Stelinovich, he wandered. Look, I'm feeling a little woozy. Can I please go now?
The police are gonna want to talk to you. Make yourself available, son. Get out. Go.
Dementia gets worse at night. Nobody knows why. It's called the sundowner effect. He had his hands full.
What, I should feel sorry for him? It's okay to tie people up and have a life?
I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
And no, it's not okay. But he's just an ignorant kid.
So who's responsible then?
I'm just saying, I think you're a little hard on him.
Okay, look, this is the devil I know right now. And we don't know if he's telling the truth. He could be lying. Maybe he didn't have to go to the dentist. Maybe he should have been there, the little prick. And I'll tell you one thing else. When I find the names of the other devils, I will nail their asses to the wall, too.
Could I have a word?
Sure. Sorry.
Your mother just called me. She was pretty upset.
Oh, that's about the caregiver?
Uh-huh. She threw her out.
What?
She said she didn't want a stranger in her house.
It was you put that idea in her head. Thank you very much.
Excuse me?
What did you tell her? You told her that these people, they steal?
All I told her was that you would run a criminal background check on the caregiver, and when she asked me why, I explained we wanted to make sure she was getting somebody trustworthy. I mean, you've got to know that your hard-ass attitude in this is going to get you nowhere with her.
Come on, it's Pop's doctor. He keeps telling me that she's not strong enough to take care of him anymore. She's too old.
I know.
I mean, it's this caregiver thing. That's my only option. I don't know what to do. I mean, she lifts him in and out of the tub. She could fall, break her hip. No one's going to hear her. She's making me mental.
What about Gabriella going over for an hour a day? It might help Mom get used to having somebody there.
Just Mom?
It's me. Yeah, of course.
What'd she say?
She didn't say no.
She tell you I took her to Mass?
Get out. You went to Mass?
No, I waited in the car. I've been to Mass since Lent, 79.
Yeah, I remember. That was the year you gave up guilt.
Yeah, well, it's back in a big way.
Throwing a Hail Mary for me.
Excuse me. Sorry, Detective Leary called for you. He wanted you to know that Hector and Violet Kaymore are the owners. They owned an old age home in Montreal, but they had to shut it down when 3 people died of E. coli.
This one's got kitchen fittings. That'll save me a whack.
Takes a lot of money to open a club.
Didn't Mick tell you I won the lottery?
Yeah, well, you might want to buy your brother a new suit.
Real estate guy's late.
I could shoot the lock off.
You mind? I got a couple more places to see.
Or we could just walk in. See that? It's not even open yet, and they're trying to get a reservation. Now that's a good omen.
Maybe you bring me luck.
Violet and Hector Kaymore ran 3 other care facilities. All of them shut down. It's all in there. It's disgusting. Makes you wonder how these people were allowed to keep opening up new places. It's unreal.
It's a free country. Take the money and run. It's the new national anthem.
Yeah. Everybody will stand up and sing along to that one.
You heard from their lawyers yet?
Yeah, she knows I want to talk to her. What's the story on the kid, the one that broke in?
His grandmother's coming in to talk to me. He wasn't one of the suspects in the arsons, but he fits.
Jim wants you.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Finally. Hey, what about the other staff member, the cook? We gotta get to them before they start cross-checking the stories.
Yeah, I'm on that next.
And Mr. Stelinovich, can he be a witness?
Yeah, his son called me. I'm gonna meet with him later. Says his dad's got a great memory, but it's short.
Okay, well, let me know.
No, I am not talking about the larger government institutions. I am talking about the intermediate private facilities. Gordon, we do not need another commission looking into the subject. We've done that. And if I get another truckload of paper on the issue, I am going to set fire to it, I swear to God, and mail it back. Now, speak to the minister directly and get back to me, or I am going to have an army of widows dressed in black marching up and down the street outside your office.
That's a pretty good idea anyway.
So far, I've talked to fire, licensing, and health.
Same old song and dance we get on every other issue. Direct from the manual on plausible denial. Not enough inspectors, too much divided authority.
And I know what the sons of bitches are doing. They are treading water, praying that it proves to be arson, so then it's a criminal issue, not reflective of the status quo.
Well, that would conveniently get them off the hook, wouldn't it?
You hear from the fire inspector?
Not yet, but I did speak to the one survivor. She kept telling me that she remembers being helped by someone. Of course, she was insisting it was an angel. But Mr. Stelanovich is missing. Maybe it was him that helped her out, and then he wandered off because he's got the, help me.
Dementia.
Dementia.
Our survivor mentioned anything about abuse?
Only through neglect.
My preliminary examinations of the bodies confirms that. Except for the women being tied to the bed, there's no signs of anything overt.
She says she's gonna sue. Gonna sue the home, gonna sue the government. I said I'd testify, no problem.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of apathetic bureaucrats I'd like to add to her list. They refuse to pay attention. And if we wait for inquest or a trial, we lose momentum.
Why don't you just call them up and get them all down there, invite them all down to Golden Cedars there, and walk them through it? Get the goddamn minister there. Let them see firsthand what happens when their little system breaks down. You should do.
They either show up, or they talk to us at inquest. I like it.
You know, if you really want to put some teeth into it, I can call my friend Sonia Dunn, and we get to meet you there. Ambush them.
Do it quietly.
Your grandson, Tommy, has been in a lot of trouble, including arson. So let's not waste any time pretending that he was an angel.
He never came home last night.
When's the last time you saw him?
Supper. We watched Jeopardy, and he said he wanted to go out for a drive, pick up my birthday present.
He's 14. Isn't that a little young to be driving?
I was driving at his age.
All right. I'm going to need a complete description of the vehicle and the license plate, if you can remember it.
It was a 78 GMC pickup. My husband and I drove it here from Habima. Still runs as good as the day we bought it. Don't take him away from me again, please. Him and me were all we got.
If he's done what we're looking at him for, you're all you got.
I think you can understand my clients are reluctant to make any formal statement until a determination as to the cause of the fire has been made. They fully intend to cooperate with the authorities.
That's good. So where are they? Is this some kind of a stall? If you're coming here wasting my goddamn
I
time...
don't have to be here. And until there's a formal charge, neither do they.
That's wrong. Because we're going to inquest on this. I guarantee you. And even if it turns out to be arson, we will proceed on criminal
Negligence. Negligence by who? Regardless of what code violations they may or may not have been cited for, they were allowed to stay open. Repairs were in progress, showing good faith on the part of my clients.
Good faith? Now, did you happen to know that your clients have a history of abuse that goes back 10 years? Now, they owned a home in Montreal. That was closed down for health violations. 3 people died. Then they opened up one in Edmonton. Now, the home in Edmonton got sued. You know why? There was a man who drowned unattended in a bathtub. Then there was another home in Winnipeg, if memory serves. They had a fire, too. Lucky that time that no one actually died. So here's the pattern as I see it. Your clients there, they just move on when things get hot. And why not? I mean, nobody checks records. There's no cross-referencing of licenses. They got a good lawyer. It's velvet. The only faith is in your ability to let them slide.
If you're finished.
Not in your dreams.
Marianne? It's a lot of dry cleaning. Got a minute?
Tommy Whalen, the B&E kid. Security guard from the box factory over there. Yeah, he called it in. surprised he made it this far. Yeah, he's coughing his guts out from all the smoke. He pulls over, passes out. That's all she wrote.
Oh. What have we got here? Oh, yeah. It's definitely in there.
We got
watches, brooches, bracelets. Yeah, he burned it trying to cover it up.
Kid's time ran out.
What a stupid stunt.
Now you would do for me.
Papa, how do you say in Italian again? What goes around comes around. Remember that? How does that go?
What goes around comes around, yeah.
Here's coffee.
Hey, Ma, what do you think about Gabriella?
I love to see Gabriella.
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
I don't want this conversation. Enough. Finito.
I know already who's going to win this one. Like Graziano, she gets covered in the later rounds.
More like Jake LaMotta is a glutton for punishment.
That's Marciano, not Graziano. Graziano was a bum.
You see how you're talking? You see how stubborn you're sounding?
Hey. Portia, please, get me a couple of bottles of Grandpa's wine.
Well, the doctor says no drinking.
No, it's for Dominic.
Well, Dominic shouldn't drink either.
Please.
That's the good stuff, Pop. You sure?
Sure.
You know what they say? One sip won't hurt you.
But
two is going to kill you. I'm going to get some glasses.
No. You drink for me. My heart's no good anymore.
You know why? Because you used it all up on us. Didn't you? You look better.
Dominic,
That's good.
telephone.
No.
One of your friends, the Irish boy.
No, it's working.
Okay.
So this Mary Ann, the cook at the Golden Cedars, she's the daughter of the owners, right? Found her this morning, she broke up. She said she got to work this morning and the fire trucks were there and she just panicked. Called Mommy and Daddy straight away to warn them.
Where is she now?
We sent her home. She's not going anywhere.
Do we got anything to prosecute?
Well, she's weeping now, but that could change. No, could end up with a heart of stone after having a little talk with the family lawyer. She did give me an address of her parents, and get this. I go over there to check it out. I find them sneaking around the swimming pool with a couple of airline tickets in their pockets.
Take a look at this. It's behind the chair. She had the heater plugged into it. Wiring's frayed, arcs, chair's too close. You figure it out.
Not arson?
No. Just a regular run-of-the-mill tragedy. Well, I gotta go. Flynn asked me to show some officials around the scene with him tonight. I'm gonna throw the fear of Prometheus into him.
Good man.
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk to the owners?
I can?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got a few things I wouldn't mind asking.
This is Violet and Hector Kmore. Dominic Da Vinci with the coroner's office. He's going to sit in with us and ask you a few questions.
Is our lawyer here yet?
I put in a message.
We don't have to talk to them, Daddy.
I'm just wondering, do you know the names of the people who died at Golden Cedars? Well, I know the names. But look, here's a list. Maybe that'll help you out. Actually, you can keep this copy. I have another. Now, I went over your financial statements this afternoon. I was very impressed. 200 G's a year. That's great. Of course, that's gross. Well, what was the net, Detective?
A little less than half that.
That is great. Not bad at all. But what was the cost, Detective?
11 dead.
You don't think I cried over those poor people? And my husband? We did the best we could for them.
You were making a profit on their misfortune.
We were making a living out of caring for them.
Violet, Hector, let's go. This wasn't very smart. Anything they said to you is inadmissible.
Well, that's all right. They didn't say anything worth repeating.
We're not finished.
Are they being charged?
Not yet, no.
Detective, would you mind telling Miss Saltman where you caught her client sneaking off to?
Arizona.
Arizona. A very large retirement community, Arizona. That's the blue-haired land of opportunity, isn't it, Daddy?
I'll talk to them. They'll be available.
If they're not, I'll be looking for you.
What?
We have 16 old people living at Mountain Crest. You close it down, where will you put them? Where will they go? Will you take them in? Will you? You see, they just want to take the moral high ground. We surrender it to you.
Goodbye.
Well, we still got a case for criminal negligence. One way or another, they're out of business.
Yeah, I was talking to that old lady that survived the fire at Golden Cedars. I asked her, what was it like being there, living there? She says, have you ever been left sitting in a waiting room, dear, for 5 years?
Shipped out on freighters when I was 16. Spent 2 years crossing the Atlantic. Africa, Spain, Italy. That's where I learned to cook. And got home and joined the Army.
Get out. I never took you for military.
It didn't last long. So, how about you? Did you grow up in a family of cops?
No. I, grew up in a family of bad guys.
How bad?
I was, raised in a lot of different group homes. Let me tell you, they weren't real homey either. Oh, I got into a lot of trouble.
So what turned you around?
It wasn't really one particular thing. I just knew I wasn't going to be a victim of it. And being a cop seemed like the right thing to do. Thanks for dinner. It was really good.
I have to meet an investor in a little bit, so can I drop you off somewhere?
Sure. You can take me home.
Then I'll know where you live.
At last. I am starving.
It's creepy down here at night.
I know. Wayne, Sonny, food's here.
Be right there. I talked to Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay with it, I think. I told her I work cheap.
Think we're too late?
Jimmy!
Yeah, right here.
I talked to the survivor. She pretty much identified the Whalen kid. I think he was upstairs grabbing his watches when Mr. Stolanovich decided to go for a midnight stroll.
Yeah?
And he went out the basement door, and he locked it behind him. Meanwhile, Tommy's got the two women. He tries to go out the way he came in, but it's locked, so he had to break the glass. Kid was a devil going in and an angel coming out. But maybe his grandma will have something nice to remember him when
So what the hell happened? Where's everybody?
Oh, I just got a call. The minister had an emergency elsewhere. Somebody tipped him off the media was going to be here.
Well, they can sure beat a retreat when they want to, can't they?
And what about the old man, Stelanovich?
I went by the house he grew up in. The owner hasn't seen him. He goes there. Thinks he's a little boy.
When my father was dying, all he wanted was to be remembered.
It's not just old people who want to be remembered as important. Everybody wants to feel they count for something.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you going, Dominic?
I'll be right back. Got a little something for my pops.
Leon's on his way to meet us. Francois, you telling me you don't want him in on this? Telling him's a different story. He's gonna freak.
Leon's a mutt. He wants more. He wants a piece of everything. Piece of crazy shit.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Let him dig his own grave.
You gonna push him in?
Did I say that? I didn't say that. I said let him dig his own grave, meaning he's gonna fall in by himself. That skitsy bastard. I don't know. Speaking of the devil.
Hey, hey, hey. This is all right, boys. This is good. Oh, I like the location.
Remember Danny?
Danny boy. Moving up fast, huh?
Oh, he's got some great ideas.
Yeah? You know, we got something really good happening out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we just keep our shit together, well, maybe we could go big. You know? But I would really like to know who took Joe and Christian off.
I wouldn't know anything about that. This ain't my town.
Not yet. Next year. You gonna manage this place?
Yeah. Me and Danny.
And where do I fit in the big picture?
Gonna send you home to Montreal. Brother wants you back home to put out some fires, you lucky bastard. You like that? You like that, huh?
Did I tell you guys that I talked to the broker who handles our pension fund portfolio? And you know, we got a lot of money invested in elderly care facilities. And he tells me it's a growth industry.
Mate, like an Irish wake. Cheers.
Happy days. I was thinking of this movie that I saw when I was a kid. It was a black and white movie. I saw it on TV, a Tarzan movie. You love Tarzan movies. I love them. Did you ever see the one about the elephant's graveyard?
Yeah, I did see that one, yeah. They had a sacred place, sacred ground. They all went off to die in.
That's where they went to die. How great was that? It made such an impression on me. I always thought it was noble.
You know, that's a lot of crap, the elephant's graveyard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of crap, man.
The elephants.
The elephants. Here you go, Leo, to elephants.
Only because they don't forget.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, did you hear that? Mr. Stelanovich?